This is Greg Noyes of Pacific West Home Inspections, and today I'm doing a house in Studio City, which is part of Los Angeles. So I want to go over how to shut things off. At the very front of the house we have a main water supply, and there's a handle, red handle way up down by the soil. It's called a ball valve. You just turn it 90 degrees and it shuts off. We have such high pressure at the street, we use these pressure regulators, and this to lower the pressure below 80 pounds. So I'll do a pressure test while I'm here today. On the rear of the house is where we have your electrical panel. We're still up in front yard. There's a 4-inch clean out, so you need to get the invoice from your plumbing, see what the plumbing they've done here, and hopefully it's all new line, ABS line, plastic line to the street. The original house probably had cast iron or clay and old, so we like to see it replaced. The driveway, you have some uplifting on the concrete here, and that'd be a trip hazard. Your fireplace, it's been retrofitted and it wasn't done very well. I'll have some more photos of that inside the house. On the right exterior of the house, you do have a gas meter, and it does have the seismic gas shutoff valve, and that's what we like to see. And the next thing we're going to look at is the main panel. So I'm at the rear of the house, and you have a newer 200 amp panel here, and these 4 breakers on top are your main disconnect, and you want to bring them down, and that shuts off all the power to the house. There's also a sub panel in the laundry room, and you can see the labeling here is not done very well, so it needs to be relabeled. Also next to the panel there's a AC compressor, and its carrier is a 1983 older unit, and this house does have a basement, and there's a gas furnace down there, and the carrier air controller is up in the attic. Also, we find a tankless water heater here, and there's a couple of issues with that as well. So there is a gutter system in the back here, and the next thing we're going to do is look at your fireplace. I'm in the living room where the fireplace is. You can see you have loose bricks here, and I don't know if you can see up here, but the transition from the fireplace throat to the flue pipe, there's gaps and it wasn't done properly. So I recommend to get a fireplace chimney inspection done here. A minute ago we were outside and we saw the main panel, and the main panel feeds this sub panel that's located in your laundry room, and I'm going to take off the cover right now. So the panel is actually painted to the wall, and I can't get it off without damaging the paint. So I will not be able to check the inside of the sub panel. I'm up in the attic now, and you have blown-in insulation here, and the ceiling exhaust fan exhaust out in the attic, and we like it to vent to the exterior of the house, so that from this point you should have another vent line that takes it to the exterior of the house. Now up here it's a build-up or blown-in insulation, and I'm headed to the air conditioning system is in the middle of the house. So in the center of your attic you have what we call an air controller. It's a heat pump, and your compressor for it is outside. It's a carrier, and it's missing a vent pipe on the condensation line. There is a drip pan underneath it, and to get up here you have a little hallway or platform walkway, but it doesn't go all the way to your hatch, so that would need to be extended. So the walkway ends there, and your hatch is way over there. The right side garage door did not respond to the switch, the button, so that didn't work today. And then we got the left side up, and both doors are missing handles. You have one in the bottom section, and you want one in the upper next section up, so you can manually open these things up when there's no power. And your secondary photo beam lights are set too high. They should be 4 to 6 inches off the ground, and these are over 6 inches. The garage is full of equipment, so I couldn't inspect all 8, every little square inch of it, and it's not bolted. And the what do you know? The buttons out here do work, so we'll be able to finish off the garage. So I'm going to put my hand under here to see if it auto reverses. Your left side auto reverses, but your right side did not auto reverse. So I was able to access the roof from the rear of the house, and it's a composition shingle, and you can see the wear going on here. And it looks like it's the age of the roof is probably getting on to I want to say 14 or 15 years. And the ridge caps, they probably were replaced several years ago. These are these here, so you're on the other end of your life. There's debris built up on the roof valley over the bedroom wing, and you can see the chimney here, the new chimney they put in, and you need to get a chimney inspection done on that. There's some conditions there that would warrant further evaluation. So that's what you have. This is Greg Noyes, Pacific West Home Inspections, and I can be reached at 818-271-0417.